I like how Logan's like just pulling his face. He's like, God, what's in this?
I thought I was coming here to play Magic.
God, I could have waited on my 3-year anniversary tonight. I'm here instead.
No, I came here for the dick. So.
I stayed for the magic.
Why can we not make that the name? Came for the dicks.
Stay for the magic.
Welcome to the underground scene. We did flip a coin to decide our name. It wasn't going to be O2 Drink. I can't say that, so we're going with Underground C, because Stemrich, no one loves you. I am Sowski. I'm a dick. I like to play blue.
And that's not alright.
God damn it!
You can't say dick?
No, you can say dick.
Good, because I love saying dick.
Just don't abuse it.
Don't
Abuse the dick.
Yeah, never abuse dick.
It hurts.
No teeth.
A little bit. No teeth.
Go a minute.
To my left here, we have
Little bit of
Chris.
teeth.
Chris.
I like Mimi of Plasm.
He likes plasm. All over.
Yes.
Next we have Stemrich.
I like draw hate.
No color.
No one knows what that is.
No color.
No,
Alright,
no, that's the other person.
Grixis.
Who are you?
He likes being a dick. He likes to give you cards and then say, well,
No, that sucks to be you. You can't have those cards anymore.
pretty much.
I hear drawing hurts.
That looked like it was going to start with
It did look like it was going to start with an F. Next we have Billy, the Hobbit.
I do, in fact, have hairy feet, and my favorite EDH deck is either Sappy or Grand Arbiter.
It kind of varies on the night.
Depends on the night.
Especially when you lock yourself out of the game.
Former Vic's kind of cool, too. It stomps Stemrich's deck, but, you know,
Oh,
he's
no.
just jelly.
Yeah. I'm kind of the guy that likes to play the Niv Mizzet decks and the Edric decks and the Maelstrom Wanderer decks and the decks that generally make people hate me and despise me. And
So he's our
One-
meta man.
He likes
Yeah.
being target number 1.
yeah, I am usually target number 1, sometimes number 2.
I take with number 2
Number two.
today.
Anyways.
And this is Logan.
Yeah, our guest speaker today that we almost forgot about, because he almost forgot about us, is Logan.
I didn't forget about you guys, I just forgot about my anniversary.
Yeah, your 3-year anniversary, you forgot about, so you decided to
With
come
your
talk
girlfriend
about
that you
Magic.
work with.
You do have a broken window, though.
I clippered it up with cardboard.
We are trying to hide this fact from our viewers, though. Listeners, whatever we want to call
That we're
Because-
recording it,
them. No, we're recording the most ghetto-ass and frank, room ever.
and
I don't know if we
frankly,
can use that anymore. I think we just, hit a whole other topic, and I think we're
I'm
done.
writing a diary.
Kick her while she's down.
And this brings us back to Hitler.
Speaking of kicking us while we're down, M14
Yeah.
was a kick in the nads.
terrible.
Terrible.
No
There
lands.
are 4 money cards, I'd say.
No
Yeah, I
lands
think
for
5,
killer.
maybe.
You have Archangel Thune, you have the Hydra, you have the 2 Planeswalkers, which both kind of are
alright.
disappointing. You have all the old Planeswalkers, which no one really cares about anymore. Most of them are like $5 a piece by now.
Oh, Johnny's $5, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's $5. I mean,
Beautiful!
That Planeswalker really needs
There's
to find
Mutable.
Beautiful!
they reprinted a $30 rare, now it's $15, and it'll probably keep going down. Because, well,
I think it's
Beautiful.
gonna stop at 10, honestly.
it's not going to see plain standard unless they print some super crazy tribal stuff, and right now all we have is slivers.
They're not even that good. They're
Can we
not,
say
they're not what they
Scavengers?
were.
I just play this.
Nobody cares about
No one
Scavengers.
cares about Scavengers. Actually, everyone cares about Scavengers.
Yeah.
That is the only good card in the set. Why isn't it worth more?
Because of the promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Probably.
because everybody can get one now. It's not where you have to pull it, it's where, oh, hey, I get a game and a promo now.
Silence.
So, Chris, I heard that you drafted M14 recently.
See?
On
How
game
did
day,
that go?
Horrible. All it was common flyers, basically.
So did you win?
Came third.
What were your best pools?
My best pull? What's that flying blue dude that makes all your flyers draw you cards?
Some Sphinx.
Yeah, Sphinx or
Oh, the
something.
new Sphinx, yeah. He's kind of neat. I mean, I've seen him playing EDH or something on a Talrand deck.
That might be pretty cool.
well, no, because you don't play the flyers. Is it play the
No,
flyers
it's
or
when they
play-
attack. It's when
Actually,
they
any
attack.
fly- but the thing is, any flyer on the board
Right.
attacks and you draw a card. So if somebody else attacks you with a flyer, you draw a card.
Know what it would be really, really good with? The old Asperia.
Yeah.
Because whenever you deal damage, you have to search for a flyer.
Yeah.
Let's get more flyers. Draw
And
cards
it's
with flyers.
flying,
Search
so
for
You know,
flyers.
you know what it's really good with? Wonder. Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually, he makes a good point. You ditch wander in your grave, everything does get
Everything
flyers.
draws you cards.
Yeah, and
That's pretty good.
Card
I
advantage.
heard Underworld Dreams is good against that.
I heard you're a dick, sir.
Yes.
Wow, we're talking about good things. And you,
Yeah, right? You really
Underworld
just killed
Dreams
it.
is a very good card.
Doesn't mean you're not a dick.
I know.
It doesn't mean that someone loves you.
Phyrexian Tyranny?
Alright, you're done. Cut him out.
You're done.
So
Well,
what
they
about
killed
Elvish
themselves
Mystic?
now.
Elvish Mystic is another Llanowar elf.
I know, but
It's
like,
good.
why didn't they just say Llanowar Elf?
Because Llanowar Elf was printed from Alpha all the way to, I believe, M12.
See, I think it was more of a, what's it called?
it adds a card to EDH.
No, yeah, well, yeah, it does, especially for Elves Deck. It's modern Elves Deck,
Flavor,
stuff like that.
modern.
Well, you gotta think about it this way. There was a few certain cards that were always printed all the way through from Alpha on.
All that's left is Giant Spider.
What's
I
the name
don't-
of stuff like that?
Is it?
War?
That's why
No.
Giant
War?
Spider's in there?
Yeah.
I know
More, yes.
there was Wrath of God was printed all the way until, I believe it was M12 was when they got rid of Wrath. Or was it
No.
M10?
No, they've dropped it quite a few sets.
Yeah.
But no, that was one of the cards. Llanowar Elf was one of the cards. Giant Growth was another one.
But, I mean,
All those cards were in every
I
core
think
set.
they actually
leading
did it
up.
for like a lore thing, because wasn't Llanowar, I think I heard somewhere that Llanowar was destroyed, so it wouldn't make sense to have elves from Llanowar anymore.
Well, what plane was Llanowar on?
I think Llanowar was its own plane.
No. I believe it was on,
yeah, Llanowar was just the forest that they came from.
yeah.
Was
It was Llanowar Forest.
I think it was destroyed, and I think I remember hearing somewhere that it was destroyed by slivers. So
That would mean it would be on the plane from
Chandler?
Scourge. Yeah.
Chandler?
I don't
It might
know.
have been.
I thought it was Chandler.
Well, what was the original plane?
We
Dominaria?
have a
It was,
computer.
it was on that plane then because it was an original.
Google.
We have
Google. We have Google. We have a computer. We can look this
Google
up.
this stuff for us.
No, I'm lazy.
We
Alright,
have the
fine.
technology.
So what else is kind of neat in M14?
Going back to the Mystic, does it actually add anything to any deck, though? Does any deck really want
You
another
can now
Llanowar?
play, I think it's what, 16 one
You
drop
can play.
mana elves?
Yes. You've got Llanowar Elf, Arbor Elf, Elf Mystic,
No, Llanowar elf is in,
Feyhorn Elf.
no, I'm talking about in standard right now.
Standard?
In standard, you can get 16 one drop.
Oh, multiples of 4.
Yeah.
Right.
You got Birds, Arbor Elf.
In standard!
In standard.
Right
Oh, yeah,
now.
Birds wasn't reprinted. Never mind.
This is why we cut him out of the podcast.
Yep.
I forgot Birds wasn't reprinted.
But you have Mystic, Arbor Elf, what's
Absence
the
Pilgrim?
Absence Pilgrim. That's 3, and there's another one. What's the other one?
Absence of Pilgrim is an elf.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not an elf?
No.
Oh.
There's
Wait,
no
are you
elves.
talking about the Ghoul one?
that's 2 mana.
Zeratos 2 mana. I'm talking about one drop mana producers.
Point being,
Yeah.
no one cares about one-drop elves anymore.
I do.
I mean, how much do you really want to ramp? In
lot.
standard.
How many of them do you actually need to run? I mean, Legacy Elves is a deck. It doesn't run off one-mana guys. It has a bunch of other guys that untap guys when they come into play. If you take out, like, all the, Nettle Sentinels?
Sentinel.
Yeah, Nettle Sentinels, and you place them just one-drop mana producer, it's going to actually be worse, because they work so well with,
Heritage.
like, Heritage Druid and stuff like that, where you can just tap them, play something, untap them, tap them, play something. Just
Oh.
super ram into more
It brings
elves.
back really bad memories.
If you replace most of the in the Legacy deck just to add more one-drop elves, it actually makes it worse. So I don't think this is a good print.
It does make Glimpse easier to activate. You play Glimpse, and it's still 1 mana per card you draw.
But what else would
And
you
you
take
just
out
keep
for?
going. You
Right.
don't. I mean, it's not a rat anymore, so it's an elf druid now, I believe. Because Llanowars are just elves.
No, they're elf druids.
They're ratted for it.
No, they're elf druids. I can take mine out and I'll show you it's an elf druid.
Alright.
Don't take yours out and show anybody.
It's an elf druid. I mean,
Don't take your Llanowar out. Nobody wants to see that.
what's the other thing I think was neat that I haven't actually seen played it? The thing that's supposed to replace Cavernous Souls, or people think it will.
What is
They
it?
have 1 green, and it can't be countered. Can't
Oh,
counter
no,
another
Savage
stuff.
Summoning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Savage
No, I think it's neat. I
No, the Cavern can work in any... Cavern,
Well, it
you
can.
don't need to play green.
I realize that, but once again, I think it's a neat card.
And
I
why
like
pay...
a 4/4 Boros Reckoner that can't be countered.
Yeah, but
That feels pretty nice.
why pay an extra green for not to be able to be countered? We just use Cavern Souls.
Right, but when it
It's
rotates
going out.
Right.
Oh yeah. I don't really think Savage Summoner is going to see play. There's not what good counter spells.
Yeah,
are
there's
there?
no good counter spell. Unless there's something in Theros, there is no good counter spell.
Yeah.
Do you think they're actually going to print the Mana Gods?
There's mana gods. I
Yes.
think in
They-
Theros we might see our first. I think they're gonna print a 4-color legend. I'm kind of hoping.
They for the art they spoiled at Comic Con, there was one of each of the Mana Gods. They just had a picture of them. I don't know if it's just art for the set that they're using to promote it, or if it's going to actually be cards.
They could probably just, like, they're basically just probably reprinting the Myoshin, where it's going to be infinite mana for something infinitely stupid, but it's going to be infinite mana.
I mean, some look cool. The green one looked like an elf. It had a bow and arrow on its back, and it looked like an elf. The black one kind of got the feeling of a witch, and it was holding 2 whips. It looked kind of cool.
I don't know what you're into. What?
The blue one, I don't believe they stole. The white one looked like a human, and the red one they didn't
That
steal.
already
The blue one looked like a merfolk.
As of Friday, when I went to trade for one, it was 52.
He's talking about the Colonia Hydra.
Colonia
Because when you just point out the computer screen and say that, they have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm
It's
forgetting
speaking
the
of Colonia
podcast.
Hydra. That card's gonna be stupid in EDH.
Oh, yes.
Whenever it attacks, double the +1/+1 counters on all your creatures.
Yep.
Hi,
Holy
Memeoplasm.
shit.
High doubling season.
Memeoplasm? I'm gonna play with Varel.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I have this
Quadruple.
on attack with this 4/4. It's an 8/8. It's a 16/16.
Play with Crush.
Yeah.
Play
Play with any green EDH. almost.
It has. Oh my god, that was doubling
Unlimited
season.
potential.
Elves.
Oh my god.
No. Well, yeah, actually.
So how about
Why?
Primeval
Yeah.
Bounty?
Not a fan of it.
I like it.
It's
Me?
might see play.
It seems fun.
I don't think
I
I'll see
have it in
standard.
Crash, and that's
I-
it right now.
Well, I don't think it'll see standard play. I mean, if it does see standard play, we're gonna need a lot more ramp. How much is this thing? Freaking 6 mana? Yeah, 6 mana, 5 and a green. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 3/3 green beast token in play. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Oh, land enters the battle under your control, you gain 3 life.
Never
if it
gonna
was
see
the other way, that would be
It's the other
gone.
way retarded.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed with this, it says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. That way you don't have to feel bad.
Yeah.
And someone's like, oh, you have Primeval Bounty, you cast a non-creature spell, I'm going to kill your creature in response, so you have to make mine bigger. That's a very key part to this.
It's never gonna see standard play though.
I think you could.
No. It's too much mana.
It's
There's
literally a
there's
6
no-
mana do mana. Like,
there's
six
no
mana
The
do
format
mana.
would have to slow down so much for that to possibly happen, and
They've
it's not
made
going to.
they made the
I
power
never
level
tried to.
too high now. The
Yeah,
power,
but I mean-
the level of it's just encroaching so much that it's all aggro.
The only good thing about this, though, is that if you actually do land it, literally any top deck is live.
Yeah. That's why. That's why I think it'll see play.
But Return to Ravnica is still going to be around, and all that aggro is still going to be around.
They're losing quite a
They're
bit.
They
losing
are
a
losing
lot.
a lot, but
They're
Yes,
losing,
they
like
still-
Innistrad, when that rotates out, that's
I can't wait for it to by the
I'm
way.
pretty excited for that to rotate out.
Goodbye, Olivia. Goodbye, Huntmaster.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
control decks to come back and rise up to power again.
Hey, Esper still does good.
It does, but
Still
I mean,
places.
it's still a fringe deck. It's
They
not,
got a first place at one of the most recent SG opens.
it's not how it used to be.
It got first and second, if I'm not mistaken, and then the one before that got like second and third. It's still doing
I mean,
really
people
well.
weren't really playing against it, board. You know, I mean, people didn't have their boards built to counteract it.
No one builds their boards to counteract control.
Not when it's bad.
It's not bad if it's winning.
Well, because nobody built it.
Just
See the
this is why
retardation of stuff.
He
No,
went
I
full
mean,
retard.
Seriously, like when you're playing against Reckoner, if
Okay.
that kind of stuff's on board. You put in creature kill not to deal damage. You put in the creature kill that needs to sack outlets, stuff like that.
Or you just unsummon the counter it.
But see,
or use Zori's
Esper's
charm
good
over and over.
because everyone's playing creature decks.
Yeah.
How do creatures beat Esper control?
I mean, it's kind of like Dredging Legacy. It falls out of favor and then comes back.
But what are aggro decks going to do against a control deck like that, where it's literally just mono removal? I'm going to play this Voice of Resurgence.
That's cool.
Awesome. Supreme Verdict.
Oh, you get you get a
little
1/1.
1/1 buddy.
Yeah.
That's cool. Far and away, I'll bounce and sack a creature.
I mean,
Terminus off the top.
Yeah. Terminus is a pretty
Terminus
big
is
game.
going to
Yeah.
be leaving.
Right. So,
So, I
that's
mean,
what we're talking
yeah.
about.
Well, no, but that's going to be another one that's going to be leaving. So you're going to lose a board wipe out of that.
Okay, we were talking about right meow.
Right now.
Right meow.
Yeah, right now. We're talking about standard right now.
Right
But
now.
we're getting planar cleansing.
Oh boy.
No one cares about Planner.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You know what else is white and seems kind of interesting? Fiendslayer Paladin.
Mhm.
I saw it in the draft. It didn't do that well.
Who was playing
I-
it? Were you
so,
playing it?
no.
For those
Okay.
of you who are at home who don't know what this is, it's 1 white for a 2/2 with First Strike and Lifelink, and it cannot be the target of black or red spells your opponents control. So it's not protection.
It's worse than
It is
protection.
not.
It is definitely worse than protection. But it does have First Strike and Lifelink.
All you kiddies at home, that is not protection. Someone goes, I'm a Shriek Maw that.
Shriek Maw does not. Yeah, Shriek
It's a
Maw
spell.
does not work.
Shriek Ball works.
Shriek Maw works.
I played it at the pre-release. It was
Right.
actually pretty good.
Right now, currently on FanelChireball.com, because I don't know who's going to be sponsoring us yet, It is going for $5.99. I think that's really high for this
It's
card.
a human, correct?
It's
Yeah.
a human.
I mean, it does play in well with the champion of Parish.
It's gonna be
Which,
Which is
Which
legal.
we
Yeah.
don't even know, but we're talking about standard right now, remember?
Right.
Like you just said.
I think this thing is gonna plummet.
Hard.
You have him
$2.
Get rid of him.
Theo
now.
is
He's
a
going to be
human?
my next week. Yeah,
Theos,
he's human.
Theos is going to have humans in it. If it's going on
Theros.
Greek
Theros?
I mean,
Theos, Theros,
he could work with Zephyr Necromancer somewhat.
Nah.
No.
But
Not nearly
On
enough.
the other hand, the green and the black ones seem stupid.
Yes.
Lifebane Zombie. 1 black with Intimidate. It is a 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a green or white creature card from it and exile that card. This
That's
card,
good.
plus, what was the 1 white-black thing?
Sin Collector.
Sin Collector. This thing and Sin Collector are going to destroy hands. I want to play creatures and get rid of everything you want.
I heard Card Advantage was pretty good.
you still have Rakdos returning there.
You still have Rakdos from her. And then we have Witch Stalker, the green one.
It's just a hexproof guy. That's pretty much all it's good for.
3 mana for a 3/3 hexproof. Whenever they cast a blue or black spell during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That seems really, really good.
I don't know.
That King Slayer Paladin, though, I did see played in draft. It was lackluster. It really was.
Yeah,
It
out of
worked
the
good for me.
cycle, it's the one that's worth the most right now. But I think it's the one that's not gonna see much play. Like, I do really like the blue one, the blue
Yeah.
for
Blue and tap some of the down until it leaves or something like that.
green or red taps it
Yeah.
down until it leaves. It's a dungeon dice.
Yeah. It's a more specific dungeon, guys, but yeah.
I like it. Like, if it is a really aggro format and they just do need a way to do it, oh, that's a nice voice resurgence you have there. Tapped, knock one back.
Doesn't
The black one also gets rid of
Yeah.
it. You go turn 2, that thing, tap your voice. Turn 3, get rid of your other one.
What about, doesn't the creature that the voice makes, isn't that green and white too?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Tap that down too. Oh, you got a huge one? That sucks. That's not one that, you'll be able to sit there and go, alright, I'm okay with drawing this late game.
You can tap down Reckner also.
Right.
Especially because those aggro decks rely on creature-like combat to be their removal.
Right.
Like, they played Pillars and Owl, but they're going to be losing those. I don't think Shock's that great of a replacement for their deck.
No, because it doesn't exile.
Yeah, it doesn't get rid of other people's voice research.
Do you think with Blasphemous Slack leaving Reckner's going to lose a lot of it?
No.
Do you still have the Infinite Life combo with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, too, is we're losing a
Then
lot
you
of...
play that with the Infinite Life combo, red,
Sanguine
white, and
Blood.
blue, Sanguine Blood if you splash black, or you play Archangel of Thune, and you
Oh,
go, okay, I
God.
get infinite life, I get infinite counters, you're dead.
And plus, the other thing, too, is we're losing a lot of sack outlets. We're losing, like, Devour Flesh and stuff like that, Tribute Hunger. We're losing
No,
No,
those.
we
Devour-
keep Devour
yeah.
Flesh. We have
Tribute Hunger,
Devour
we're
Flesh
losing,
and
I'm
Far
sorry.
and Away.
And you have the creature, the actual, the Cartel Aristocrat, is that what it is? The
Yeah.
black-white one?
Yeah.
Well, no, you have to sack, not your opponent sacks.
Right. Well, that doesn't...
If we're talking about like edict effects for your
Yeah.
opponent, Far and Away is one of the best sack
Yeah.
decks ever printed.
Oh, I'm
It's
gonna bounce
stupid.
that guy and make you sack the other one.
I'm going to choose what you sack. That seems pretty good. The other really neat card, I think, is this new Imposing Sovereign. This is another good card for control. One and white, creature your opponent's control, enter the battlefield tapped. I mean, blind abilities on a creature.
That's missing also the artifact.
Yeah, I prefer
On a
Blind Beach
creature.
over that.
On a 2-1 beater, though.
I like it on the 2/1 beater, because I go, all your stuff enters the battlefield tapped. If I need it, it can chump one.
I'd kind of rather the Extort, though. The Extort is a lot more useful.
That's
you can
also
still
dumping
run both.
mana into. Yeah, you can run,
You can run both.
Yeah, both would be good.
It
Both
synergizes
mono
really
white.
well. Well, all your stuff comes to the battlefield tapped. I'm going to extort this thing, so it comes in triple tapped.
Oh god, it's so tapped. It's
Untapped.
What else you kind of say? Ogre Battle Driver. I think this card might see some standard play.
definitely.
Because, I mean, 2 red, we're losing Hellrider. We're losing a lot of, like, the 4 drops, super kind of aggro drops. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2/+7 gains haste until end of turn. It's a 4 mana for a 3.
Seems pretty good.
Seems pretty good.
I mean, you just made, if you go gather townsfolk or something along them lines where you make tokens, you just made Spark Elementals.
Yeah. It's not as powerful as Hellrider, it seems. I mean, if you're playing the right deck, I can see it being stupid.
Rumble Belt Raiders may work with that pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumble Belt Manga?
Rumble Belt Raiders is pretty good,
Oh
though.
god. The Wild Beastmaster.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop this Wild
Yeah.
Beastmaster. It's now a 3/1. All my other creatures get +3/+3. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty silly.
Do you think they're finally going to take advantage of, what's the pay a mana and discard the card to... Oh god, I can't remember what it's
Blood
called.
Rush.
Blood Rush, yeah.
I mean, they have been with that Wild Beastmaster. People have been abusing it. It's kind of been rogue, where
Yeah.
you see it once in a while.
You think he's gonna be played more now?
I mean, the only problem with that is spot removal for that Wild Beastmaster.
Yeah, Pyromancer's kind of neat.
That
That's gonna be
very
really
neat.
I mean, it's kind of sad that the Sky Summoner's going to be gone because they go really well together. Ping or put a 1/1, put a 2/2 flyer in play. You get 2 tokens for casting 1 instant or sorcery.
Speaking of Ogre Battle Driver, you know what works really well with that? Young Pyromancer. I'm gonna shock you, then swing for 3.
No,
Yes.
more than that.
Nah.
5. Because the creatures enter the battlefield too.
What are you talking about?
You get a 1/1 creature.
Right.
And it gets +2/+0 from Ogre Battle Driver.
Yes.
Oh, the creature does.
Yes.
Okay.
This kid wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
of
mean-
course we have Dark Prophecy, which is actually probably going to be pretty good in EDH. It's almost another Phyrexian Arena effect.
Almost.
I mean, it could be super abused, like even more, which I think.
And it's running that 3 black mana. 3
Yep.
black.
Black enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So, I
Oh.
mean, you could definitely abuse this.
Oh,
very
yeah.
easily.
What about the Dark Realms?
Rise of the Dark
It's
Yeah.
so much mana.
I mean,
Very high.
I could see being played in EDH.
In
maybe.
EDH, not a big deal, especially
Yeah.
in black when you
Yeah.
have Cabal, Coffers, and Urborg. Hey, I'm gonna tap for 15 billion mana, play this 5 times?
It seems pretty good.
It seems really good, but, like,
EDH, yeah, standard now.
I hate when people say that, oh, this card is made for EDH. This card was made for EDH. I mean, the only other place it may see play is, like, Legacy.
Nah, it's too much mana for Legacy.
People are playing Omniscience.
Well, that's different. That just wins you the game instantly.
This could also win you the game instantly. It's harder to set up, maybe.
But people won't also see
It could
that.
be very neat against Dredge.
Speaking of Legacy, I found another way to counter Emrakul.
Oh, yeah?
Declaration of Knot.
Yeah.
I believe that's one of the few ways to actually counter Emrakul.
And I guess the one thing that's on the back of everyone's minds for M14? Slivers. Yay or nay?
Nah,
Nah.
they destroyed them. They ruined them. I mean, they made some cool ones. The 1/1 for 1 that gives them flying is neat because it's 1 less mana than Wind Sliver.
I like
But-
Malweft.
But
Yeah.
the art just destroyed them.
If you don't think about the art, see, the Wizards' whole thing is like, it's supposed to be an evolution of the Sliver. They're supposed to be like this ultimate species that's constantly evolving. So this is just the next evolution. They made themselves better.
I want to run Bant just for funsies.
Forget Bant, play Rug. You have the Flying Sliver, First Strike Sliver, Haste Sliver, Pump Sliver, Mana Sliver, and the Sliver that shoots everything.
Yeah.
That
I'll
shooter
run-
Oh,
Sliver is
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that shoot Sliver's
And
ridiculous.
plus, isn't it white though that puts 2 1/1 Slivers in play?
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
It's,
it's Naya.
it's 3 mana for 2/1.
Yeah.
It's kinda
I'd probably go with the Naya over that. I mean, the flying's nice, but if you have the Hellrider Sliver out, you're just taking out their blockers with the just attacking and get through.
But I like the blue Flying Sliver because it lets you get aggro so early.
Wing Sliver used to be huge. I played Slivers back when I first started Magic, and it
And
was...
Mutavault could be a flyer.
Yes, it
Yes, Mutavault can be a
I
flyer.
mean, Mutavault's... I don't know. If they go tribal with the next set, Mutavault will be good, but I don't know. I don't think they will. It seems like it's going to be a Kamigawa style set.
Oh, there's another card for EDH.
Trying up Resonator.
Yeah, Stronic, whatever the hell it is, Resonator. Copy target triggered ability. So I heard you like Silver Primordials, bro.
Oh,
So I put a Silver Primordial in your Silver Primordial, so you can Silver Primordial while you Silver Primordial.
I think I just died on the inside.
I think I did that on the inside too. That's
I
a
saw
little
that
disgusting.
happening in our playgroup.
You know what else is a little disgusting with that? Cascade.
You know what's...
I'm gonna
Oh,
cast Bloodbright Elf. Oh look, Cascade. I'll pay 2 mana. I'll Cascade again. I like free spells.
can you Rings of Brightroot that? The Psionic Resonator?
Yes. It's an activated ability.
Oh my god.
You can use the Rings of Brightbird to copy an activated ability to copy a triggered ability.
Oh my god. So, oh boy. Oh my.
Oh
Oh
my!
my. Silence is back.
Silence is back.
Silence never really saw its day in Standard.
I mean,
it's
kinda like-
amazing.
It's kind of a legacy card.
It is very nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good card, but it just never really saw its day in Standard.
One card that I know I'm going to try to break in every EDH deck I've
Ring
played
of
it,
Free Wishes.
but it's probably never going to work, is Ring of 3 Wishes. I opened my Korean box, got a Korean foil one. I'm going to play the shit out of it. 5 mana. Ring of 3 Wishes enters the battle with 3 wish counters on it. 5 mana and tap. Remove a wish counter from it. Search your library for a card and put that into your hand. It's literally a repeatable tutor.
Colorless
It's-
tutor,
yeah,
mind
it's
you.
a tutor for everybody. So
It's
I
a
mean, that
tutor
really,
in every
that
color.
really makes a difference.
Yeah. And this with anything that could put more counters on it.
You also don't reveal it.
Even for EDH, I was looking for a tutor for artifacts for mono green to search up the Umbra.
Yep.
To be able to go infinite. There's no artifact tutors, colorless or anything until now.
That's exactly what I was looking for in the.
Here's an
I
artifact
want to
shooter.
build like a rug deck that works
Colors
off
of
a Primal
Mono
Search.
Oh, in Mono Arena.
Or colors.
I wanted to build a Primal Surge EDH deck, and I needed non-spell ways to tutor up Primal Surge. And really, you have, there's that one blue guy. It's like 2 and a blue for whatever, and whenever he dies, everybody gets to tutor for a card.
Diplomat, something along the lines, I believe.
I forget what it's called. But then, now we have Ring of Three Witches, which is a non-spell way to tutor, which is pretty much exactly what I want from this.
I don't see that playing standard too much.
Oh, God, no. It's
No.
never going to see playing standard. 10 mana to tutor. No.
It's great for me for elves. 10 mana is nothing.
Meh.
What do you think about Wind Reader Sinks?
That's the one of the flying guy that we were
yeah,
talking about
that's the
earlier.
flying guy. Whenever, 7 mana for a 3/7.
No
It's a
standard.
little small.
No, it's going to see no formats besides EDH.
Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. It's about as close to a Consecrated Sphinx as they're probably ever going to print.
It's pretty hot with Wonder, as I said before.
It's pretty nice with Wonder. It's also pretty nice with Spirit. If you want to build Sphinx Tribal, this card seems pretty awesome.
Pretty good with Tolerant, too.
Pretty good
I
with
said that
Tolerance.
earlier.
And Zero, actually.
Let's see. What else do we have? Chandra Phoenix got reprinted. We have
Encroaching Waste.
the Encroaching Waste, the new Tech Edge, which people say it's better. I could see it being better because you don't have to have them have 4 lands to actually be able to nuke one of the lands. You just need 5 lands. Which, if you ramp,
really
you
want-
can do it. It's good, though, because you can screw them if they're already screwed.
You have to tap 4 and tap it to
Yeah,
destroy
4
land.
and tap it. So
There's
5
cheaper land destruction spells.
Yeah, but no one wants to play Ghost Board. See, the thing
Ghost
about it
Board
is
is
it's land destruction that doesn't take up a spell slot.
Yeah, just takes up a colorless slot.
You know what I like? Haunted Plate Mail.
No,
I
you don't.
love that card.
No one likes
I
Haunted
love
Plate
that
Mail.
I like
card
Haunted
so
Plate Mail.
much.
I just like the way it looks.
Dude, the way that the name, the way that its ability works with the name, like so awesomely, is just great.
It does remind me of Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
I mean, it could work in a control deck that doesn't run a lot of creatures.
I don't really want to waste a spell slot on it, though. I'd rather just play Beautiful.
I mean, you pay 4 on turn, they have a creature for 0 that they can't really deal with.
That
unless it's on
also
your
doesn't
turn.
die to board wipes.
It does not.
Yeah.
So I mean,
In case you people are wondering, Haunted Plate Mail is an artifact for 4. A quick creature gets +4/+4. 0. Until end of turn, it becomes a 4/4 Spirit Artifact. Spirit Artifact? That's awkward.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but
It is no longer equipment. Activate this ability only if you control no creatures. That's the part that I think is going to suck.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, you could activate then drop a creature.
yeah,
And
because
still swing in.
no, you could drop in a response. I
No,
believe.
you activate.
No, you can activate
You
it.
activate it?
Yeah.
Play a creature. At the time of the activation, you control no creature, so it's still coming to play.
This card wrecked in limited, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Did
good.
it have flying too or no?
No,
No.
not playing.
Alright. I don't know.
Nope.
Spirits without flying just seem kind of cool. So what else we got?
I'm trying to find
Banisher
one.
Priest.
Yeah, Banisher Priest. That thing's going to be pretty big.
What's that do?
It's the new Fiend Hunter.
Oh.
It's the 1 white Fiend Hunter something else for a 2/2.
Only your opponents,
Yeah, it's
Only your
only your
opponents?
opponent's creatures.
So it's
Only
not as
your
combo-tastic.
and there's no.
It's not as combo type, but for standard, it didn't matter either way. You
No.
were comboing with Fiend Hunter and standard.
Yes,
you were just
yeah,
wrecking
no,
with
you
it.
were combo with
well, yeah, that's
the
if you did
angel
the
deck.
Yeah.
What was it? The
Sublime Archangel. No.
No, Angel Serenity.
Yeah,
no,
see-
not Angel Surrender. No, it's the Angel
Angel
brings back all humans.
Jubilation.
Jubilation.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That
Or
was-
Glory's Rise.
Glory's
Rise.
Rise.
There we go.
It's Glory's Rise.
But that deck did good once. And
I
people are like, hey, Graveyard Hate.
Yeah.
It beats so many other decks.
hey,
Why does
Rest
it
in
beat
Peace
this?
is cool.
I think Logan has something to say about that.
What?
What's your feelings on Graveyard Hate?
I don't know anything about anything right now.
Do you know Doomblade? 1 in a black, destroy target non-black creature.
Oh, okay.
Happy it's
Instant.
It's
Oh, I screwed up my thing.
I am so happy it's back.
yeah. It's better than Murder tenfold because of the 1 less
God.
mana.
How about the cute little Bubbling Cauldron, Bog Brew Witch, Festering Nuke combo?
That's just
It's so cute.
yeah, but
It's
I mean,
cute.
it's all that's in there is for style pulls and more. Nothing else.
Alright, here's something that... This is going to be one of my pet cards I'm going to want to try to break so badly, but it's probably not going to happen. The Pyromancer's Gauntlet, which is basically Pyromancer's Swamp as an artifact. It's 5 mana for an artifact. If a red instant or sorcery you control, or a red planeswalker you control, would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 2.
Do you still have to discard your hand at the end of turn?
Nope. No.
No. So the entire drawback of Pyromancer Swap is gone.
It's also more mana.
Eh.
It's more mana, it's an artifact, so it's slightly easier to destroy, and it also hits your planeswalkers.
So wait, now,
Was
if
it-
I play this, right, and I have this in play, and I go, I'm gonna shock you, does that mean I do the 2 damage from shock, and then another 4 damage on
No.
top of that?
No, you
2
deal
damage.
2 damage.
You
Okay.
deal 2 damage
You
plus
deal-
another 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I deal 4 damage total. Okay, I'll deal 2,
Now,
and then 4.
for modern, Pyromancer swap is banned, correct?
Yep.
So there's another swap effect for him.
Yep. It's also it's just too much.
How much mana is it?
5.
5?
It's too much mana.
I mean, if they wouldn't ban Seething Song, I could see it maybe
Yeah.
seeing play, but since Seething Song is gone, they just crippled the entire Storm combo.
See, the only thing is, I don't know if there's enough burn in standard to support it. Like, in Modern, you have Grape Shot and stuff like that, where you're like, oh, all my Grape Shots are now Lightning Bolts, tee-hee-hee. But
That's
in
what they do,
Standard,
too.
you ha-
Tee-hee-hee.
in Standard, you have
Shock,
Shock. They're getting rid of Searing Blaze. They're
Skullcrack.
Skullcrack,
Skull
mugging,
Mugging
is
still
only
only creatures.
If you're trying to kill your opponent, mugging doesn't work.
No.
Lava axe.
Yes. You can lava axe someone for 7 now.
You just dealt them more than 1/3 of their life with the lava axe.
Now instead of 4 lava axes, it takes 3.
That's doable.
Nah.
See, I am gonna want to break this card. I have to see what Theros is gonna bring.
Hopefully, something good.
I mean, we have a Johnny's Chosen now, which if you do decide to build the super sweet enchantment deck that plays these super giant guys, then maybe. But there is the 2 mana 3/3.
because green needed another something like that.
See, we are losing Flinthoof Board. I think that's a pretty good replacement for Flinthoof Board.
I mean,
It is.
well, what do you think's the weakest color in Magic right now?
Red.
Black.
I think black.
I thought red.
Well, red's got Reckoners for it.
Like,
And
black is
Blasphemous
really
Axe.
only there as a support color.
Yeah.
Like in Esper, it's blue-white,
Black.
black for sap effects and stuff like that.
Then kill.
And drown.
I mean, well, what do you think's the strongest then?
Green.
Green.
Right now, green.
Yeah. And then white after that, you think?
Well, white,
White's great with it.
White's
A
good
lot.
with blue.
or green. They're both really
Yeah.
powerful together.
And actually
I mean,
black too.
so let's just break the format and play Bant.
What do you think I've been saying?
I'm playing Bant.
I'm playing Bant. I'm playing Bant.
I'll stick to Grixis.
I'm playing Bant.
I think that's about it for M14 spoilers.
What about Colossal Whale?
Wow! My whale, my whale, my whale.
You'll see playing EDH because you can do shenanigans with that.
Shenanigans.
But
Fennegan's?
Shenanigans.
Indestructibility.
I really don't see anything else that's like super impressive.
What's your feelings on the rules change that came with N14?
I don't care about it for standard. Doesn't bother me. Breaks EDH. Because for the certain generals that you can't clone to kill now, in case you've
Okay.
been underneath a rock and haven't heard yet,
There's a
clones
thing
no
called,
longer kill legendary creatures.
Very disappointing.
and there's also a creature called Geist of St. Traff.
Which is rotating soon.
But
But
in
for
EDH,
EDH,
it's not.
no.
For EDH, there's much worse things than Guys Take Trap. Let's see. Earl.
Earl is quite good.
I don't mind the other rule, the sideboard rule. I don't mind that
The
change.
sideboard
Sideboard
doesn't
rule-
change anything.
That should have been from the
When
start.
I
Yeah.
first started playing, that's actually how I thought it was.
The Planeswalker rule doesn't even bother me.
Planeswalker rule does kind of hurt, especially in the Eternal formats like Legacy and Vintage.
It
Because
lets you do really cool things.
you played a Jace. The first person played the Jace. The second person was trying to kill the Jace with another Jace.
Yeah, but then
That's
that
the
means,
entire
like,
point of it.
okay.
Let's change the format. It's gonna change the format. The decks are gonna have to be built different.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, so now I don't have to worry about playing these baby Jaces. Now I can actually go for full on, because you can have the Jace Mind Sculptor, I can have the Jace Mind Sculptor. I'm okay with that.
Or you're gonna have to look at it and go, man, now I have to find a different way to deal with this.
Right.
Chase the mind.
So then they're all gonna go with Dreadboars.
No, Dreadboard will not see playing in any Eternal formats.
Nope.
It's a sorcery speed. That kills it.
And
It's-
two summons.
Instant? Maybe. Sorcery speed just destroyed it.
Yeah, so that seems like it's about it for M14. Moving on, I think next on our list is From the Vaults 20. So,
Clean up with all
And thank you to Orbit.
you mother trucker.
Alright.
Pickle you, kumquat!
That was the moment that killed me.
I am so glad we were recording right there.
Alright.
Intro.
Alright. Do you need another baseliner now?
No, I'm just gonna go with that.
Take the baseline out. So, I saw, when I looked at the spoilers on San Diego Comic Con, and I saw Jace the Mind Sculptor, I go, that's neat. What are they doing with, oh my god, they're reprinting it for the Vault 20. I called every one of my friends that plays Magic, and I go, buy this for my birthday. They're like, it doesn't release on your birthday. I'm like, I don't care. I want it.
I was busy trying to break my car.
Billy didn't call me.
He called his friends.
No.
He even called Logan.
I called my friends that play Magic.
It's a $600 bleepity bleep bleep card.
Yes.
Jaws on the floor now. You can clean them up now. The other thing was,
I like how people were saying when they released From the
Keep my
Vaults
mouth
20,
shut.
they're like, Wizards isn't going to have the balls to reprint Jace the Mind Sculptor. They're never going to do it.
yup.
Well, I mean, it's not going to help anybody. It's only going to help the secondary market because because Wizards isn't making any more money off it because they're only selling for the MSRP to
Well,
the
probably
vendors.
they don't care about the secondary market.
Point
at Wizards?
Every From the Vault sets really that's all they've helped is them. It hasn't helped the players because the people with the money have already got the stuff that they want. They're just getting the full versions of it now. It doesn't help. It doesn't help the normal person who can't afford a Jace.
But now it gets us a Jace.
No, it doesn't. It's such limited quantities that you either need to, how it happens around here, that you need to win a tournament and get first pick in the pool and get it, or you're not going to get one. You're not going to be able to buy one around here.
If
Probably
you're going to
anywhere.
be looking at buying a Jace the Mind Sculptor, you're going to be willing to spend the money to buy this.
I believe right now it's on. When I looked at the prices, it's $300 to $400 pre-order.
Yeah,
They're
always equal.
how much is a Jason Mind Sculptor right now?
Foil is 6.
Not foil, just a normal Jason Mind
One?
Sculptor.
About
150?
120.
120. It's not. I mean, the other things in there are what so far spoiled. Impulse.
There's an Impulse. Let's see if I can bring it up.
There's an Impulse, Gilded Lotus, a Dragon that's going to be in the new Commander sets.
We'll get to
Isn't
that
Venser
later.
in there too?
Venstner's in there. That's nice. They did
Yeah,
also-
Venser's pretty nice.
They did an alternate art on it too.
Yeah,
which
it
really
does
nice.
look
Alternate
nice.
Art Gilded Lotus is spectacular.
Oh my god, a golden Gilded Lotus.
Cruel Ultimatum.
Cruel Ultimatum. Not gonna. What's it gonna see playing?
Him to Turok.
Ink Eyes.
Ink Eyes. I'm
That is actually really cool art on the Gilded Lotus.
Yeah.
really disappointed in the Ink Eyes because there's no new art on it. If
Yeah.
you're gonna print something old like that,
They already
Get
did
a
a
new
new
art
art on it. They did a promo one already.
I mean-
Jace the Mind Sculptor. Enough said. I like how people were talking about, like, oh man, they can finally do Force of Will in this.
no.
That just blew Force of Will out of the water.
Yeah.
Force of Will is
Right.
80 right now.
Yes.
Jace is 150.
You know what'll
I mean-
suck for everybody even more is if they do Jace and Force the Will in there.
Oh my god.
It might as well be called From the Vault Blue.
From the vaults, hey, we will take all of your money.
From the vaults, I will sell my soul to get a foil Force of Will.
I have to go find one again already.
I mean, the dragon is kind of cool. I like the whole new mechanic with it. That the more you pay into it, the more of an ability you get.
You're talking about...
Yeah, you're talking about the commander stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. We're still on From the Vault 20 right
It's
now.
in From the Vault 20.
No,
No,
it's,
it's not.
that's Commander Precons.
No, that
Yeah.
was spoiled from the Vault 20.
We're looking at
We're
the
looking at
spoilers
the
right
entire
now.
spoilers right now. It's not there.
Hold on, Stemrich is going to try and prove us wrong. No, we're right.
That was spoiled for one of the 5 new Commander Precons.
So I thought From the Vault 20 had something from... No, it's something from Theos in it. Or Theos.
Theros.
There.
Theros.
Theos! I pronounced
That
that
also-
the way I
Theon Greyjoy.
Please don't talk about him.
We're not getting into Game of Thrones.
Please
We
don't,
are not.
and don't talk about him if we're going to.
So, are you going to buy From the Vault 20 if you get the chance to?
Yes.
At
for
$300.
price tag.
I don't think I'm going to buy
There's
300.
much more things I want to do with $300 than buy a 20 card set.
What would you pay for From the Vault 20?
What would I want to pay?
What would be the most you'd pay for it?
Probably about 150.
150?
I'd say 150.
Yeah, 150 I'd probably pay.
So you basically
Buy one card.
buy a Jace.
I'd buy a
You
regular
buy a
Jace.
Jace and 19 other cards.
You'd buy a Jace and get other cards for free. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
basically.
See, I think you could probably get the $200 price tag for it.
Yeah.
Like, reasonably, is Jace plus 19 other cards. Those 19 other cards are gonna be worth about
Well, I mean,
$50.
even if you look at the old From the Vaults, a lot of them are down to like $60 a piece now. From the Vault, Relics, Realms, all those are down to like $60 a
Although
piece.
the ones that no one wants. The ones that
I mean-
people want are super expensive.
The Realms is nice because you get the maze in it.
Realms is nice, but it's not what the people want. Like, people want Exile. People want
Exile?
Dragons.
Dragons, that's the most because it's the oldest. It's-
And Niv Mizzet.
yeah.
My bro.
So moving on from there, we
You going on the Commander Precons?
yeah, the
Yeah,
thing that
EA's
we
Precons.
love.
Okay, somebody needs to close the door after I'm down the steps because I'm afraid of the dark and I'm not walking down the steps in the dark.
1, 2, he's coming for you.
You just killed my girlfriend.
So, Billy, I hear you're single.
At least you won't have to miss your 3-year anniversary.
I've already missed my anniversary and your girlfriend's dead. What are you doing? So far, they spoiled 2 cards.
A Grixis one and a Jund one, I believe?
Yes.
The Jund one's, I think, a dragon.
Yes.
It has a new mechanic where you dump more. The more mana you dump into it, the more you get out of it. I think that's kind of neat. It kind of threw me off at first, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. And I realized that they were for EDH specifically.
These
And then I saw the Grixis one.
You can play it in Legacy.
These new precons are really good for me because I'm kind of new to EDH, and yeah, I'd like a precon to start off with.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the whole. They all come with a soul ring thing again.
That'd be kind of
That'd be cool.
Well, what's another staple that they didn't print last time?
But they specifically said they don't want everyone to just be like turn 1 soul ring.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna do the whole soul ring thing again.
I don't play Soul Ring in my EDH decks.
And this is why you
I
get
don't.
cut out of the podcast.
I don't. I'm sorry. It's
I don't
not that good for
Some
me.
decks just don't want it.
No, I mean Sappy doesn't want one.
No.
Sappy doesn't want one.
And
Oh, 2 mana?
what-
Colorless mana?
What would I play it in Elves for?
We're not saying.
What would I play it in Grixis for? All that kind of
It
stuff.
might be good in Grixis.
It's
You have a
probably
lot of
pretty good in
high
Grixis.
mana.
I
cost
had
in
it in there. It
Grixis.
just never really helped me ever. I'd always draw
You
either
also
late or
love
not
Crypt Rats and Pestilence.
Crypt Rats is amazing.
Anyway, moving on.
So-
The new Grixis general that he also does not want to play.
Here, Billy, you can read it.
Jaleva?
Sure.
Jaleva, Nephelia's Scourge. One,
So, Nathalia scored. So, let's go back. This is from Innistrad.
this is
Yes.
Innistrad. She is, excuse me,
It.
1 colorless, a blue, a black, and a red. Flying legendary creature. When, this guy enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top X cards of his or her library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast Jaleva. Whenever Jaleva attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery card exiled with it without paying its mana cost. Now, mind you, people
It's
at
a
home,
1/3.
it's a 1/3, by the way. Mind you, at home, flying. This is each player.
That includes you.
Yes. Each and every player. You give it haste, you do anything to it to get it to out there, to swing once, profit.
You know what's awesome? All the things that give you extra combat steps.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Aurelia. Oh, well, you can't play that on there.
No, you can't play Aurelia.
Now, what about
Savage Beating? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get another combat step, give her double strike.
when it
Yes, because it's attacks.
dies? Those cards you exiled the first time. Can you still cast them if you recast it?
Yeah.
It just
It's
exiles,
exiled.
as long as you're exiled with her.
Okay.
Face down with her.
It.
So-
So,
Jim.
no, I think it's a her.
I think it's a
The,
her.
the actual art.
I'm pretty sure it's a her.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
nice
her.
art. That is kind of creepy art.
It's interesting. As everybody looks at the art.
Yeah, it's a chick.
It's a chick. It's a vampire wizard, to be exact. Oh my god, it's a wizard!
It's a wizard, Harry.
Oh, this got ugly
I-
fast.
I think this is what Grixis has really been wanting, because they have a lot of generals. Grixis has a lot of generals. How many are actually super good?
Nicol Bolas.
You have Nicol Bolas, which is the old standard.
Thraxamundar!
You have Thrax.
Cedric.
Cedric's kind of borderline. He's not one of those generals that's really good. Like, a lot of the color combinations.
Yes,
Yes.
Cedric the Entertainer. A lot of other colors do have the super strong generals. Like, blue-green, you have Momir, you have Edric. Red-blue, you have Niv-Mizzet.
That's all you need in blue red.
That's all you need in blue.
Or
Blue-red needs a new general.
or
Yeah, they do.
Nin the Paint Artist isn't bad either.
It's still not
You have
great.
to build around her, though.
You have to build around her. If you want to kill other people's creatures, you're letting them draw tons of cards,
Right.
which isn't great. You're giving them the tools to beat you.
Right. So unless you can do it really fast, well, yeah.
Like, for blue-red generals, you have the Draco Genius, which
Terrible.
is...
It's
okay.
not bad.
It gets you hated much less than Niv Mizzet. It's probably the best alternative if you don't want to play the original Niv Mizzet.
But you still want to play Niv-Mizzet.
Then you have Niv Mizzet, which gets you instantly super hated. You have Tabor and Lumia, which is almost abysmally terrible.
But they're
Malik.
fun.
Melik.
Melik is a
Is that
Theragun.
Paragon?
But that's another one that you have to build with.
Yeah.
You have to build specifically for him.
This person's great because you literally get the best of whatever you're exiling.
Right, and you'll even get the best of your opponent's stuff.
But I
that
mean, it's
they're
kind of
exiled.
disappointing because if you're playing against, let's say you're playing against your Sappy deck, I'm not gonna be able to cast Antiers.
Okay.
But you also exiled my stuff.
Yeah, but no, I can't cast anything what you did. So I'm losing half.
But you also exiled my
could-
combo.
You could stop combos from comboing. Plus, if you're building the deck right, you're gonna have stuff in your own deck too that you want to cast.
Yeah.
Like, you're playing a blue-red deck. You're gonna have lots of time walk effects. You're gonna have lots of attack again effects. This is gonna be pretty interesting.
It's gonna be
I hear
fun.
extra turns are good.
Oh my god, he's got 3 extra turn, take an extra turn, take an extra turn, take an extra turn. Alright, oh, what's that? All yours? Oh, your combos in exile. Sucks, I'm sorry. Now, is it exile face up or down? That would be face up.
It's
right?
exile, so you face up.
Yeah.
Be face up, okay.
So you're gonna have 2 separate exile piles.
Yep.
So if you can somehow bounce their general to the top of their library and then exile it with that, can they recast it?
It's
still?
face
Goes,
up.
that's face up, it goes
Okay,
to
so
the...
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, you're also playing Grixis colors, which are the colors of infinite mana and sack outlets. So you can go infinite with her pretty easily.
Pretty simple.
With these new EDH precons, do you think they're gonna get snatched up a lot quicker than the old ones did?
The first ones people were kind of skeptical of. Like, they found the money cards, they found the Chaos Warp, they found the Flusterstorm, and they bought those decks out. And those kind of disappeared really quickly. These, I think they learned from that, and they're probably going to try to make them, like, more available than the other ones.
I mean, are you gonna see people just going and buying 5 of them and keeping them sealed and then buying 5 to use?
God, I know I am.
I'm too. I mean,
Yeah.
look the price tag on them now on all the commander decks.
The
They're
ones
well
that
above what they are.
Yeah, the ones that are, like, sought after, like the Kali deck, super expensive.
Every single one's over.
How much do they come out at? How much did they come out at?
$30.
MSRP is $40,
Yeah,
I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
45, I think.
That sounds pretty good.
every
Yeah.
one of them's over their original price.
And there's always 5, right?
Yes.
I will gladly drop $240 just to have, a set of each of those.
Yeah.
One to play with, one to keep, and just truck it up. And then when I realize that the one isn't going to raise me money, I'll crack it open.
I would crack it. I'd hold on to it, dump it later.
Hell, I'm cracking all of them open. Screw that. I'm going to play with these.
I still have a couple. I still have 1 or 2 sealed from the old one. I still haven't opened. Just can't bring myself to do it.
So the other one here is,
Who wants to read this one? Prosh, Sky Raider of Care. You want this one, Chris?
No, I guess. So it's flying when you cast Cross Sky Raider of Care. Put X01 red kobold creature tokens named Kobolds of Care Keep onto the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast Prosh. Sacrifice another creature, Prosh gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a 5/5 for 3 black, red, and a green.
so he's 6 mana, 5/5 with that ability.
That's
a
pretty
5/5
good.
flyer. Makes a ton of guys. He's at least making 6 guys when he comes into play. At least.
His first time coming
Well,
in. That's insane.
That's an instant +6/+0. That's 11 damage. That's almost enough to kill someone with general.
With Mana Reflection and a Phyrexian Altar, you can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And you eventually just go infinite.
You know what else is really awesome with this? Doubling season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Parallel lives even.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get tokens.
I'm gonna get 12 tokens. I'm gonna give this guy +12/+12, 17 damage. You next swing, you're dead. I
That's
think
a
good.
block right there.
And the one part that like you don't really realize about it is that he is another free sack outlet. If you just need stuff to die, he does that very well.
I love free sack outlets.
I kind of love these generals.
Would you rather play this as your general though, or Kresh?
I think I'd honestly rather Kresh and have him in the deck.
I think it works better as a support card for Kresh.
Yeah.
I could see how he could be very, very good by himself. Like, he has the ability, like, he has evasion. Kresh still has to beat down through guys.
Mhm.
This guy goes, nope! Flies over him.
Looking at these new abilities, if they're not your general and you somehow search them up and put them in play, you get nothing out of them either.
No, you still get
It's when he casts it.
it's
It
your
doesn't have to be
casting
from
cost. It's your mana.
We'll say if you reanimate him,
Okay.
you get nothing off of it.
That's
you don't
fine.
get
Yeah.
the tokens,
Yeah.
you don't get anything, you just get the guy.
Oh well.
I mean,
I
no,
get a
they're-
free sack
They're
outlet.
kind of making it less broken to reanimate the big guys.
Okay.
Which is good.
I still have a 6 mana 5/5 flyer that I can sack a creature, give +1/+0. It's
Yeah.
not terrible.
Okay, I
And
have
the
another
other one
free
is a
sack outlet here.
flying 1/3 who never attacked, like, cast an instant or sorcery.
that I've already exiled, probably,
Because if it's in your graveyard, it's your general, you probably cast it.
unless it got milled.
If it's your general?
Oh, well, if it's in your general, you know what I mean.
So, 2 cards they split. It seems pretty good. It doesn't. None of this seems like Maelstrom Wanderer level. Like when they released Flame Chase and the only card they split was Maelstrom Wanderer, people nearly shat bricks.
Twice.
This doesn't seem like it's quite there, but we still get to see the entire rest of this. Like normally, like in the original Commander precons, they had 3 generals per one. They had the dragon, then they had 2 other ones like for the Rug one, you had Riku, which is stupid, and Animar, which is stupid. So there may be another one in there that could be much more stupid than either of these.
Yeah, what could be worse?
It's
And
probably
how
worse.
many did they say? They said like 10 new cards in each of these sets.
Yeah, there's going to be some number of brand new cards.
Yeah.
Printed just for Commander.
Yeah, I think it was actually 11. It was 11 of them in each.
Was
so-
there Greaves in every deck?
Yep.
There's a Greaves in
I
every
believe
deck.
so.
I think there was.
I wonder what they're going to do for every deck.
They're probably going to do Greaves again. I don't know if they're going to do Soul Ring. Because at least the EDH committee that does most of the rules things they brought in has kind of voiced their opinion that they don't really like Soul Ring. So I don't know if they're going to do that. They may do something worse.
Maybe Thran Dynamo.
They may do Mana Ball. Because, I mean, it is 1 mana for 3, but it does stay tapped. So it's not quite this. It's more ramp, but it's not as accessible to new players.
Yeah,
Well,
Magic just
I
wants.
My name's Billy. I go turn 1 mana ball tap for Soul Ring.
Happens.
Billy smirk like that.
That's smart like that. SMRT. Hey, here's what I think. Wizards just wants to break everything, so they're gonna throw a Black Lotus in everything. Just saying.
Nah, that
They
would,
literally couldn't if they wanted to.
that too many people would quit.
Yeah, good job.
Like the secondary market just hits the floor, just drops.
And we now broke Magic.
Yes. I hear you like to make money. No, you don't. Billy almost lit himself on fire.
Billy's flaming. Oh my god.
Spike can't have that
Chris, what about
sing
an
us
hour
out.
is fine.
That's what I wanted, about an hour. I don't want
Yeah.
it. Depends on how many. I don't know how much I need to cut out. It may just be like 30 minutes. I want to try to stretch a little longer just in case I do need to cut a bunch. I can.
I don't know what else we can talk about right now. Our intro needs to be better though. Like, you know, whatever.
Let's play some music. So you just want to leave it how it is?
We'll just leave it how it is right now. Because we actually did get a lot of good stuff in there.
I want a child.
Mamma mia, mamma mia,
Mamma mia, let me go.
So I think it's our outro music.
For me.
So you think you can stop me and say my So you think you can love me and leave me down?
This is the loudest Chris has been on here the entire time.
Can we do this where you are?
Just gotta get out.
Just gotta get
Oh,
Glad I could contribute by jiggling my keys.
That's just happened. Alright, let's
This
listen
has
to
been a public service announcement.
I think the podcast should just be an hour of that.
People would listen.
I did have an entire first